Today I'm going to share with you an analogy that I really hope helps you out. I have two little kids sleeping, so I'm trying to be a little quieter. If you notice, that's how I'm talking. Okay, so in college, I took a class in biology. It's like a lab or something, and one of the lectures in the lab was about hydration, and I realized I wasn't drinking enough water. And I don't know how this all happened, but I realized that I needed to start drinking more water, but I needed to be disciplined about it. And so I filled up an Nalgene, and I was like, before I eat lunch, let me make sure I finish this Nalgene of water. And then I refilled it and was like, let me finish this before the afternoon. I don't know. I did something along the lines of hydrating my body because I knew that it needed it, but I wasn't craving the water or wanting it. I just knew it was necessary. So I don't know how long. It took a couple days, a week maybe, where I was just being disciplined about this water, drinking this water. And pretty soon, I began to crave the water if I didn't have it. If I didn't have enough water, my body was like, oh, you want water? So I would drink it. And it was great because it was a good reminder. Like, I didn't have to force myself and be disciplined anymore about the water. My body was telling me it needed it. And so I listened and I drank the water. Okay, so how this relates to us spiritually. I could say a lot about quiet times and devotions and time with God. And I really feel like in the beginning of maybe you getting into a regular routine of hanging out with God, praying, reading the Bible, I feel like it's more of a discipline because you know you need it. But eventually, after disciplining yourself to need it, your body craves it. Like your spirit craves it. And so some people say, oh, do you do your quiet time every day? I just really don't look at it like that. I have made spending time with the Lord a discipline, but I don't, it's not at the point where I'm forcing myself to hang out with Him anymore. It's, my soul needs it. I know when I need to sit down and write in my journal or pray or go for a run and pray or call a friend and ask for somebody to listen or to pray with me, or I don't know, it's almost like the discipline part is important, but then you have to pay attention to what your soul needs. And your soul needs the Lord, it needs the Word, it needs others. And so it just becomes something that you pay attention to. Now, if you aren't paying attention to when you're dehydrated, if you will, you're going to get, dehydrated. Okay, this might sound kind of funny, but there's signs of dehydration in your body when you haven't had water, right? Different signs. One specific, which maybe you feel uncomfortable to talk about, is the color of your urine. Like if it's bright, it sometimes means like you're not hydrated. And so it kind of gives you a visual reminder that you need more water. Well, what spiritually is telling you that you're dehydrated and you need time with the Lord, time in the Word, time with other believers? If you're ignoring those signs, I think you're just going to always be going back to having to discipline yourself and live in this space where it's like you're forcing yourself to hang out with God, but it's not like what you're craving. And so you just really miss out when you ignore some of the signs of spiritually dehydration. Okay, that's all for right now. I think I might have more to say about this soon.